Okay, today we're going to talk about prokaryotic cells. If you remember in the last video we talked about eukaryotic cells. These are the two types of cells. Eukaryotic cells are the cells that look like this. Typically this is an example of an animal cell. They have a membrane-bound nucleus. They have organelles that perform all the functions of the cell. The genetic material is contained within a nucleus. So prokaryotic cells are different from eukaryotic cells that we already talked about. Prokaryotic cells can vary in the way they look, but here's an example. They're very simple. They don't have all the fancy organelles like the nucleus, the endoplasmic reticulum. They have no nucleus. They have no membrane-bound organelles. So what does a prokaryotic cell have, and how do they function? A prokaryotic cell has free-floating genetic material. The chromosomes just float around within the cell, so that's where the genetic material is contained. They do have a cell wall for structure. They have a cytoplasm. The only similarity would be the ribosomes, which perform some of the functions of the prokaryotic cell. So most of the processes of life, we know that in order to be a cell, it has to have all the characteristics of life. Most of these processes that keep the cell alive, these characteristics of life, take place just in the cytoplasm, not in individual organelles. So an example of prokaryotes, or a synonym for prokaryotes, is bacteria, which is what we're going to start talking about later in the